Hello everyone, I'm Jagdish Chopre. Welcome you all in class 8 of reactjs training for beginners. Now in last class, we covered arrow function syntax by checking all the syntax variations. Now in this class 8, we will cover event handling. So let's get started. So what are exactly the events? Events are any action which get generated in response to user action. For example, clicking on a button, or typing an input, or mouse hovering on any element. And in this class, we will see how to capture these events in React application. So first of all, I will remove this commented code. And here, containing in this same demo component, we will add one button. Let's call this Pick Me. Save this, and we got the button. Now here, I want to capture the onClick event on this button. For that, we can take help of the onClick event. So to this onClick event, we need to assign the event handler. So here, let's create one event handler function. As here in React, there are no strict rules for defining the event handlers, but there are the naming conventions which we should follow. Let's define one function by using arrow function syntax. So here, if we are following the naming convention, we have to first of all use the name of the event. Here in this case, we are trying to capture the click event. So let's add click, followed by, as this is a handler function, a handler. So the name of this function will be click handler. To that, I will assign this arrow function, and the reference of this arrow function, this click handler, we need to provide to this onClick event. So let's paste it here. And here in this function, I'll just console log a statement. Let's say button clicked. Let's save this, and here once we click on this button, we can see button click logged is printed here in the console, which is coming from demo.jsx line number 7, and this is the demo.jsx file line number 7. Now point to remember, here unlike Angular, we do not have to provide the open and close round braces, because as this is not an incorrect syntax, or it will not going to throw any error, but this will not going to work. Now here, let me clear the console here, and let's try to save this file. And once we save this file, we will instantly see these logs are getting printed here in the console. And if we click on this button, nothing will going to happen. This is because here we are telling JavaScript that at this point, when this statement, this button statement is getting executed, at that point we are calling this function. But whereas we want to set the reference of this event handler to this onClick, so that when this event is getting generated, once user is clicking on this button, then we need to tell which function should handle that event. So here, if we are using parenthesis, then it will instantly call this at the startup only, and the event registration will not work. So because of that, here in the React, we do not call the function, but just provide the reference of the function or the handler function. Save this, and then if we refresh and click on this button, we will see the log is there. Now here, we are providing the handler function and capturing the reference of it in this constant variable. Generally, we capture the reference of this function whenever we are planning to use this function multiple times in this file. But here in this case, I want to use this event function right here to handle this onClick event only. For that, we can just assign this function body right here instead of capturing this in a reference variable and then assigning that reference variable here. So for that, let me get this function body here in a single line, and here I'll just cut this complete body of the function, and then I will just paste it here. And let's delete this reference variable. And if we save this, everything will work just like before. And once we click on this, we will see the log is getting printed. And with that, I completely forgot to change the header of this page. Let's make it event handling, as we are covering event handling in this class. Now, along with this onClick, let's try to capture any another event. For that, here I will add one HR, horizontal ruler, and let's add one input element. Let's save this, and here I have my input element. Now here, once user is typing anything, I want to capture that value and want to print it here in the console. For that, we need to capture another event, which is onChange, which is getting called whenever user is changing the value of this input, this text box. For the same, I will create another event handler here. Let's call this, by following the convention, the name of the event, which is change, followed by handler, to which I will assign the event handler function, and inside that, let's print one console. Let's say text changed. And then assign this reference to this event. Let's save this, refresh this page, and then let's try to type something here. And as soon as I'm typing anything here, we can see the log is getting printed here in the console. And if I'm typing any name, then we can see the log is getting printed the times we change the value inside this text box. Next, I want to capture whatever user is typing in this text box and want to log the same value here in the console. Now, how to get that? For that, we can take help of event arguments. Now, to all the events, JavaScript or React automatically pass a special parameter which holds the event details. So here, to this change event handler also, it pass automatically the event argument, which we can capture here, let's say in event object. And let's try to print that event object here, and we will see what exactly is there in that event object. Let's refresh the page and save the file. With that, let's add any value here in this text box. And once I'm adding any value here, instantly in the console, we can see that event object is getting printed. Let's expand this, and we can see there are a lot of details available in this object, out of which we can see one object here called target, which holds the actual element which is input in this case. Let's expand this, and here there are again lot of properties available, but out of which there is one which is value. And if we click on this three dot, we can see it holds the same value which is currently entered in this text box. Now I want to print exactly this value here in the console. For that, we can use this event object dot target dot value. So let's add it here in the console, event dot target dot value, and save this, refresh the browser, and now here let's type J, and instantly we can see J is added here in the console. And as soon as I'm typing anything, the same for each and every change, the event is getting triggered and it is printing the current value here in the console. This is how we can capture any value inside the text box by using onChange event and the event arguments. Now next, here again, let's add one button. So here I will add one HR, the separation, and let's add one button here, and let's call this who am I. Now here, on click of this button, there should be a prompt, one alert should get displayed here, which should say the name of the user. Now for that, again, I will capture the onClick event. And for that, let's create one event handler. Here, let's call this click handler. Let's assign one arrow function to this. Now from this, I want to open one alert, and let's say my name is Jagdish. Save this, and let's assign the name of this event handler to this event. Save this and refresh the browser and click on this button. Instantly we are seeing one alert saying my name is Jagdish. Now here my requirement is like, I want to pass the name of this user dynamically when I'm calling this function. For example, Sandeep from here. Now the same argument let's capture here in username, and here let's add it here in the console. Save this, but now instead of getting this alert on the click of this button, I'm seeing this instantly on the page load. This is happening because we already discussed when we are using the parenthesis, opening and closing parenthesis, even though with the argument, this is considered as a function call, and we are not assigning the reference of this, which is expected. That means here, if we are removing this parameter, then this is considered as assigning the reference. But in this case, how will I be able to assign or pass the parameter? That's the question. Now, as a workaround, what we can do here, we can enclose this statement in the enclosing function. For example, this. Now here, we are creating another function by using this arrow function syntax, and the body of this is one single statement. If you are getting confused here, let me cut this from here, and here at the top, let's create one function. Let's say function 1, and to that, let's assign this function by using this arrow function syntax. And you should be familiar with this arrow function syntax because in last class, that is why we covered the arrow function in detail. Because in event handling specially, we use this extensively. Now here, this is the body of the function, which is currently having only one statement. That is why there is no curly braces, and the reference of total function is getting captured here in function 1, and the same one and the same reference we can attach here. And if we save this here, once we refresh and click on this, we can see my name is Sandeep here. But as we are not planning to use this function 1 anymore, then we can just get the body of this function only and can use this anonymous function body right here in this event. And that will work absolutely fine. Now that's all for this class. Now in next class, we will see what are hooks, and we'll start with useState hook. Please subscribe to get my more videos. Thank you.